straight in with, where did he go? Well, Mercedes, is that an option? I don't think so. They've got Lewis Hamilton. Will they have Valtteri Bottas? They've also got George Russell waiting in the wings. If at any point they don't have either of those, really. And yeah, I'll say it, I believe that Valtteri Bottas will be out in 2021. I believe Valtteri Bottas will be out and George Russell will be in. Simple as that. It's not as simple as that, really. But it is, you know, it's an interesting move if it does happen. Very interesting. Red Bull, could he make a return to his former team? Again, probably not. They've got Max Verstappen. He wouldn't really want to play second fiddle to him. He wouldn't want to play second fiddle to Lewis Hamilton either. And
okay, we're through the start phase. Now let's build on it.
He did want to go, which I don't think he would. Why would Red Bull let go of Alex Albon? Surely Alex Albon wouldn't accept going back down to Toro Rosso. Surely. Bargy, sorry. Surely you wouldn't accept that. He's already leaving Ferrari, so that's all the top three teams out of the way. And the other options pretty much depend on who he could replace, if he indeed replaces, who could replace him. So we could be looking at Daniel Ricciardo. That was one of the first names we mentioned, naturally. Always is one of the first names we mentioned when it comes to anyone moving to a top three team, really. Very fast driver, great personality as well. I just don't know if he's the right man for Ferrari, because they'll want, I believe they'll want a number 2 driver. I believe that's what they'll be after. And Daniel Ricciardo will have too much fighting and too much to prove to provide a number 2 driver role. Carlos Sainz has also been mentioned. Excellent driver. A small risk in terms of unproven at top level.
Race officials have enabled DRS. DRS is now available.
Verstappen and Charles Leclerc. He doesn't know what that's like, and he's got no experience of it. And while he is an excellent racer, he's at least unproven at the top level. Lewis Hamilton is a name that is always thrown around, and I don't ever see him going to Ferrari. I just don't see it happening. I don't see him leaving the well-oiled machine that is Mercedes. Why would he? Why would he? He has absolutely no reason to leave the best team on the grid. And they are the best team on the grid, whether Ferrari like it or not. Sergio Perez is a name that could be considered. However, it must be said that he's got a long-term contract with Racing Point, who will become Aston Martin, and they're actually looking at a decent outfit for the future. Yeah, they're looking at a very, very respectable outfit for the future. And I don't really see why Sergio Perez would want to leave there.
We can harvest more energy.
Obviously, Ferrari outranks Racing Point. There is no denying that. However, the Aston Martin brand and outfit could become a very, very strong one. Antonio Giovinazzi, part of the Ferrari Young Driver Programme, at least has been. His name has been mentioned, whispered, but again, unlikely. I do not see that happening. I do not see Antonio Giovinazzi against Ferrari because he did okay in Alfa Romeo. I don't see him doing okay enough in Ferrari to warrant a seat. But the man I think will go to Ferrari in 2021 is Valtteri Bottas. I believe that Mercedes will want George Russell to replace him. I believe that's something that they'll want anyway. In terms of the development of the team for the future, they will want to almost prioritise having George Russell there.
This is your final lap.
He's going to be their number one of the future. I believe George Russell is the Mercedes number one of the future. When Hamilton moves on, and knowing Lewis, I mean I don't know him, but his life is in the limelight, and as you know, because of that, I know a bit about him, and I believe everyone thinks that Lewis Hamilton is somewhat unpredictable, and he could walk away from Formula 1 whenever he wants to. He really could. He just walk away. That's how much power he has. That's how good he is. And eventually, he is going to walk away. He's going to leave Formula 1, and they need George Russell to be at one with the cars. They need him to have been there for a year or even two before he can fight for championships the way that Lewis does. So I believe that they'll bring in George Russell for the 2021 season, leaving Valtteri Bottas out of the seat. I also believe that Ferrari will want a number 2 driver at the partner shell, because just like Russell is Mercedes' future and Verstappen is Red Bull's future, Charles Leclerc is definitely the future of Ferrari. The long-term future of Ferrari. He has a 5-year contract.
Great effort there from Ferrari to take
they'll
the
want
victory
someone
today.
who can be a number 2.
Anthony
And Valtteri
Davidson,
Bottas
what
provides
helped
that.
them deliver this result, do you think?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick,
Maybe
and then there's
Carlos
being quick
Sainz
lap
would be
after lap after
a bit
lap.
of a number 2 as
If you
well,
can
but
do that, you can
he'd want
capitalise
to
on
prove
other
himself.
people's
I'm not
errors
saying that
without
Valtteri
making many
Bottas
of your
wouldn't want
own.
to prove himself,
And that's
but
an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Valtteri Bottas sort of knows and probably accepts that he
And here
might
we are,
not
a team that is no
necessarily
stranger to the podium,
be as
taking their
strong as
place
other
on
drivers on the
top
grid.
once again. A sublime race today, and a
He's
stunning
obviously
win
an
for
amazing
Ferrari.
driver, but perhaps isn't as good as the other drivers on the grid. But he can be that solid 7 out of 10 every race that Ferrari would want from a number 2 driver. And Ferrari are famous for having a first and second driver. As for Daniel Ricciardo, I just don't
After an
believe
incredible
that
day
he'd
of
be
racing,
a number
who was
2
your driver
enough
of the day,
driver.
Ant?
I have to say, Sebastian Vettel certainly caught my eye during today's race. Incredible driving.
Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So, they are my predictions. I believe that Sebastian Vettel will retire from Formula 1. I believe that the stage he is in his life is that where he doesn't necessarily value as much being in Formula 1. Quoting from the press release that broke this morning, he says, "What's been happening in these past few months has led many of us to reflect on what our real priorities are in life. One needs to use one's imagination and to adopt a new approach to a situation that has changed. I myself will take the time I need to reflect on what really matters when it comes to my future." That statement, I believe, sounds like a man who is ready to retire, who is ready to walk away from the sport. And I wouldn't blame him after the last 2 years he's had. Because he's had a tough 2 years. He really has. I mean, he's hardly been at it since he won his last championship in 2013. But the last 2 years, I think, will have properly taken its toll. So I do think Sebastian Vettel will walk away, and I do think Valtteri Bottas will replace him. In the event that Ricciardo replaces him, that would open up a seat at Renault, obviously. I don't know if Vettel would take that. I don't know if Vettel would necessarily want to go to Renault, to presumably move his family. Likewise with McLaren, if they brought in Carlos Sainz, I don't know if he'd want to move to England, move to Woking. Lovely area, but I just don't see it happening. In fact, the only way I see him staying in Formula 1 is Alfa Romeo. Because I believe that Kimi Raikkonen will retire at the end of 2020, leaving a vacancy at Alfa Romeo, and it's not inconceivable that Sebastian Vettel could do a Raikkonen and move to Alfa Romeo for the last year or two of his career. It's not inconceivable. If that were the scenario, I'd also imagine Mick Schumacher would get the call up from F2. Imagine Vettel and Schumacher, Mick Schumacher, in a team together. That would be interesting, very, very interesting. Unfortunately, I don't think it's quite as likely as retirement, but that is my second option. That is my second option. And actually, it must be said that according to a poll on the Sky Sports website, 25% of people think that he'll go to McLaren. Essentially a straight swap for Carlos Sainz. 14% of people think he'll go to Renault, presumably a straight swap for Daniel Ricciardo. 12% of people think Mercedes, 8% of people think Red Bull, and at the time of recording, 41% of people think that he will leave Formula 1. And I agree. The four-time world champion, the youngest ever world champion, I believe will leave Formula 1, and I believe that Valtteri Bottas will replace him. I believe George Russell will get the call up to Mercedes. And I believe a number of other things about the driver changes in 2021, and I will probably discuss those another time. But for now, Sebastian Vettel is leaving Ferrari.